Good day, everyone. I'm Sarad, a second year BSOE student. For this activity, I will be interviewing a professional to learn about the importance of business communication and technical writing in the workplace. The goal here is to gain a real insights that we can apply in our future careers. Joining me today is Miss Cheryl Sarad. She is a teacher one at Talakta National High School. She has been working under DepEd for 20 years and currently the grade 9 advisor. I chose her as my respondent because of her experience in teaching and in preparing different kinds of written communication required in her profession. Good morning, Miss Arad. Thank you for joining me in this interview. I prepared four questions that I would like to ask you about business communication and technical writing. But before we begin, may I ask if you're ready?
Good morning, Miss Arad. It's such a pleasure to be here. Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Can I-
To start off, can you share your experience in writing business communication or technical paper as teachers?
As a teacher, I really have a lot of experience in writing. Almost every day, I prepare lesson plans, activity sheets, and grading reports. I also write letters to parents if needed, and memos or requests for the principal. Sometimes I help with preparing school reports and submitted to the higher office. All of these are forms of business communication of teaching writing because they need to be clear, professional, and well structured.
I see. It shows how much writing is part of your daily work. Now, speaking about your personal skill, what would you say are your strengths when it comes to writing business communication or technical papers?
I think one of my strengths is being able to write clearly and directly. Since I work with students and parents, I always make sure that my message is easy to understand. I also try to be organized whenever I write reports or lesson plans because having a structure helps me to finish on time and avoid mistakes. Another strength is my dedication. I make sure my work is neat and complete before I submit it.
That's very useful, especially in education. On the other hand, what do you consider as your weaknesses in writing business communication or technical papers?
I think my weakness would be when under time pressure. Teachers usually handle many tasks at once, like checking papers, preparing lessons, and writing reports. When I rush, my writing is not always as detailed as polished as I want it to be. Another weakness is when I write research-based papers or technical reports. It takes me longer to finish because it needs to gather more information, analyze data, and make sure everything is accurate. It is not impossible for me, but it's really challenging compared to lesson plans or letters.
Well, I understand. Many professionals experience that. Now, for my last question, in your opinion, what is the value of business communication and technical writing in your profession?
In my profession, these skills are really important. Business communication helps me in my daily interaction with students, parents, school teachers, and school administrators. It ensures that my message is clear and open up. Technical writing is also essential because it allows me to prepare lesson plans, activity sheets, reports, and other documents in a way that is complete and well organized. Without these skills, it would be very hard for me to do my job properly. That's why I believe business communication and technical writing are not only necessary in other professions.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sarad, for sharing your experiences and insights with us today. At this point, my guest had to leave to attend some important errands, so I will be the one to close the interview. From the discussion, I realized several important things. First, business communication and technical writing are part of daily life of a teacher. They use it in lesson plans, reports, memos, and even letters to parents. Second, strength, like being clear, organized, and dedicated, are very helpful in making communication effective. Third, weaknesses such as time pressure and the challenge of research writing are common, but they also show that writing is a skill that can be improved with practice. And lastly is the value of these skills goes beyond business. They are also very important in education and other professions. They ensure clarity, professionalism, and accuracy, which are all needed in the workplace. Overall, I learned that business communication and technical writing are not just school requirements, but real tools that make professionals more effective in their work. Once again, I would like to sincerely thank Ms. Charity Sarad for sharing her valuable insight despite in her busy schedule. Thank you as well to our teacher and our classmates for watching this interview. That's all. Bye.